Hello, what is up, everyone? We are live, and in this live, we're really just going to be talking about how I was able to hit $65,000 in sales in a single month on Amazon, and more importantly, how can you do that? I know there's a lot of videos where it's literally just people gloating about, oh, I made this much in sales on Amazon, but like the whole point of me telling you this is not out of like selfish or bloating or anything like that. I want to help you make money on Amazon and how to get there in half the time that I did. So really just going into it, the main thing, the main one thing out of anything in this video that you can get, right? The main thing that helped me sell $65,000 on Amazon was networking with other sellers. And the reason why networking with other sellers is so important, I know you guys hear it all over the community, whatnot. The reason why it's so important is oh is say you can only find like 5 leads a day, right? If you have two other people that can find you 5 leads a day, then you're getting 15 leads a day, and then theoretically you could 3x your business. So that's really all I've done. I've networked with other sellers. I don't even have a VA that helps me source leads yet. I've simply just networked with other sellers. I'm really good at selling shoes, and I know a lot of other people that are good at grocery, beauty, um, clothing, things like that. And the thing that helped me out was basically exchanging my knowledge of shoes with these other sellers, and then in turn they would share leads with me. So it's just like a mutually beneficial relationship, really. And it's just really fun selling with other sellers. Like, it's always like good fun, like just sending leads to each other back and forth, because it's like, okay, like this hot item is dropping today, and then we'd all go for it. Or it's like this site, like Eastbay, has a 70% off sale. The cleats or whatever it is really good, and we'd all rush to that and try to take stock. And it's just like doing online arbitrage in a group is extremely fun. Um, I've done online arbitrage alone, and it's just not as fun as like just doing it in a group with the homies, and also like having that group to keep you accountable. Like every single day, we would be in voice chat and talk to each other. So the thing is, like having the accountability and showing up is really 90% of the battle. Like just showing up, like if you show up every single day and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get good at OA, you do that for 6, 7 months, like me and a bunch of my friends have been doing, you're gonna get better at online arbitrage. It's simple as that. Same thing with anything else in life. You just show up, and like you still have to do the work, but you show up and you put in the work, and you'll eventually get the results. Just, just letting you know. Let me just see. Okay, the chat's still. This is like my first live ever, so I'm just like so not used to the chat. But yeah, so that's really what propelled me to get to when I was at 20K. So the only difference between me being at 20K months and 65K months is now I have more leads to buy from. I've done more reps. And one thing that really helped me out was learning Keepa. Learning Keepa, like, this is kind of a hot take, but once you're above like 20, 30K revenue and you know how to learn Keepa, or know how to read Keepa, and you've already learned how to read it, everybody's kind of, all these people that are on social media doing online arbitrage, they're more or less the same. Because once you know how to learn how to read the data, you know how to make the educated buying decisions of, oh, okay, I should buy 100 of this or I should buy 5 of this. There's a big difference there, and learning how to read Keepa teaches you how much to buy. And at like in yeah, I mean, it really just teaches you how to buy. And once you learn how to buy, then everything else becomes pretty simple, because if you don't know how to learn Keepa, you don't know whether or not you should buy 100 of something or 5 of something. There's a big difference there, because like imagine there's an opportunity and you only buy 5 of it, but you should have bought 100. You're missing out on that tens of thousands of dollars in sales. So learning how to read Keepa is just insanely important. Um, but the main topic of this video that will help you guys get to 65K sales months and above, and just being transparent, out of that $65,000, if you include cashback, credit card rewards, and everything like that, we hit just around a 10K profit month, which is pretty cool. It's more or less 10K if you minus I minus the cost of goods and everything like that, and some of my software costs. There's a few other things that I didn't factor in, like tape and some other random supplies. I didn't factor that into my P&L yet, but it was more or less a 10K profit month. So just being really transparent there too, because there's a lot of people in the community, they'll do $100,000 in sales, but just based off of seeing their storefront. Oh yes, Raspy's here. Let's go. You're awesome, man. Thank you for showing up all the time. Um, for the people watching this in the future, this is just a live, and I just really like doing the lives because I just love rewarding the people that show up. But yeah, the networking aspect was the most important. We have my baby. What the heck? Raspy's kind of wilding out in the comments right now. But then thank you. Oh, Laughmore's here too. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. You always make me laugh more. All right. I'm gonna stop being corny. Okay. But yeah, the networking with other sellers was the most important part. Checkmate. So Checkmate's not here tonight. Because he wanted to just take a break tonight, which is understandable because we do these lives like every single night. So I'm just doing a random live on my channel explaining how I got to 65K sales a month on Amazon, and more importantly, how you can do it. So, yeah, that's just kind of what's happening. Checkmate is snoozing in the bed right now, Raspy. He's he's sleeping. So we're just gonna kind of do like a quick live here, but gosh, I'm kind of losing my train of thought now. Oh, okay, so how I got to the from 20K sales months to 65K sales month. Oh, wait, okay, I got it. I have to answer Raspy's questions. What was your turning point? I don't know what you mean by turning point. Are you in debt? No, I'm not. Like technically, I mean, I have a balance on my credit cards, but the amount of cash in my bank account is enough to pay it off. So I'm really just using credit to scale a little bit. I do more of kind of like Josiah's way, where it's more of the Dave Ramsey way, where like say uh, how can I explain this as simply as possible? Like, say my Amazon payout is 10K, and I'm gonna get that payout, and then in my bank account I have 10K, right? Like, I'm not gonna spend, and that combined is 20K. I'm not gonna spend more than that 20K, or if I spend a little bit more than that, I'm just gonna carry maybe a $10,000, $15,000 balance on my Amex Palm, which allows me 2 months to pay it off. So to answer your question, Raspy, I leverage debt like a little bit. I'm just trying to ease into it. I know some of these other online arbitrage guys, they're like $100,000 Amex. Like $100,000 of balance on their Amex. I'm not about that life. I'm trying to ease into the scaling with that, but I don't know. I really like being a cash business. Where, thank you, Nyan. I appreciate it. Yeah, last month was the 65K, and just being transparent, guys. Out of the 65K, if you factor in the cash back, credit card rewards, all that stuff, we just ended around it was like just at a 10K profit month, pretty much. And so I leverage credit like a little bit, but nothing compared to the other guys. I'm more of like a Dave Ramsey kind of fan, where you just spend what you have, and you don't try to like over leverage or anything like that. um, did you have a light bulb moment? My light bulb moment was I need to track my spend. And then I was like, oh, all I have to do, because Raspy, I guess, like for a light bulb moment, I was looking, I was like, okay, so I want to get to $100,000 sales months, which I'm still not there yet. But I broke it down in an Excel spreadsheet, and based off of my margins and things like that, I had to spend around $50,000 to $55,000 a month on product. So I was like, okay, so all I have to do is spend $55,000 a month on product. So I was able to spend like 45,000, and then that's how I was able to get to a 65K sales month. But some of that inventory, as you guys know, like it takes a little bit longer to sell. I try to buy inventory so it sells out in 30 days, but sometimes, it takes longer, or sometimes the price tanks, so then you have to wait a little bit longer to get your money back. But I mean, overall, what's your cash back that month? I'd have to see, like I mean, I know it's only like a month ago, but I have to see in the spreadsheet. I believe Top Cash Back lets you pay out every 2 months, or uh, I think it's like every 2 months. But like, I guess one answer to your question, like, it's hard for me to just know off the top of my head without looking at my sheet, but I use mainly Top Cash Back, and my biggest payout with Top Cash Back was $1,800. So it was pretty fat. Top Cash Back, I absolutely love them, but I use Capital One Shopping, Retail Me Not, Rakuten, and I don't really use Honey too much. What is it? Do you mainly source from big box stores? Yes, Raspy. I mainly source from like Foot Locker, Eastbay, Nike, um, Walmart. I've been going really heavy into Walmart lately. Um, and Walmart's just such a good source because you can buy such large quantity. Like, there was an item that I ordered yesterday that I literally bought like 80 units of. And they're not going to make me too much per, but they move, like, they sell like 7, 8 a day. So it's really crazy. Walmart's really good. Nice. I can't log into Top Cashback. Yeah, I had that problem the other night. I had that problem where wait, am I a bad? Oh, there we go. I'm such a I'm such a usually Checkmate does this all for me. So I'm like so new. I didn't know I could bring up the comments like that just by clicking. So nice. I can't log into Top Cashback. Support team is slow. Yeah, it really be like that sometimes. I had that problem, and then it just fixed itself. I don't know what happened. Like, I couldn't log in for like a month, which was kind of scary. And then I was just able to log in at some point. So I know that they have a specific time period, like, say, like, they have certain business hours for Top Cashback, and I believe they have a phone number on their website. So I would definitely call them and see if you can um, log into your account, because there's probably hundreds of dollars of cash back in there. Uh, did you know a lot about shoes before sourcing? Yes. So back in 2020, I actually used to do, it was mainly a retail botter. So uh, I'd set up automate, not to get like too geeky on you guys or anything, but I'd set up like an automation software. So one bot that I used was Eve, and all of that bot's job was to check out like a normal person, right? So I was going after items. So during, I'm not going to say the specific name because it's going to be on YouTube and things like that. But the world event that was happening, there was certain opportunities where there was huge supply and demand issues. So I was botting things like webcams, right? And all I was trying to do was check out those items like a normal person. And what the bot allows me to do is basically it acts like I'm 1,000 people trying to check out at one time, so I can acquire these items that everybody else is going for. Um, did I use mech.io? No, but I know mech is actually a really good bot. I never used it. I was like I was more of a manual user, but I had a bot. Like, I only ever had, like, this is gonna, like, Raspy, if you know about the botting community, like, this is gonna be like really embarrassing. But I only ever had like 50 proxies, which, if you guys don't know what proxies is, like, it's completely fine. But I had like 50 proxies, and I only had Eve, Scottbot, which was another retail bot, and Stellar. Stellar was the other retail bot. Kodai, no, I wasn't. See, the thing is, Raspy, like in 2020, like I had like no money. Like, I had like zero. Like, those bots at that time, like Kodai was like 5K. I know you could rent them out, but I had like nothing. Project, dude, I don't even know what that one is. I don't know what just happened. I think I got kicked out of my own stream. I really don't know. Newbie stream products. Valor. No, I did not have Valor. You're just naming off all of them. Trickle, Valor. I'm back. Yes. Yeah, I really don't know what happened. I should have totally watched a video about how to use StreamYard before this. Um, but yeah, so I did botting for a little bit, but it was mostly retail botting. And a lot of like the bot market now, and um I guess just to get back to your question, Raspy, like I knew a lot about shoes because I tried botting shoes and I didn't really find too much success with it, and that's why I kind of did retail botting because I was like, okay, well, with retail botting I can actually hit on items like I could actually check out, and it's more profitable. So that's why I decided to do some retail botting, and I would also I would go for shoes all the time and I go manual. Um, so it's like that's kind of I've done a bunch of stuff. I also used to do a lot of Ross flips. So I go into Ross, try to find like a really high end pair of Nikes, and then sell them on eBay for more money. So I knew about the different models and things like that. So selling those shoes on Amazon was extremely easy for me. Um, I guess the big learning curve I had with Amazon was reading Keepa, but uh, yeah, that's where you started, Raspy. Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people start. Like it's like kind of like it's like the gateway. Like everybody sort of start with shoes because there's just such a like you can make so much money with shoes. I'm in AK Chefs. I'm assuming that's a cook group. And if like anybody's watching this in the future and you don't know what a cook group is, it's just like a group where um, like the owner and the staff tells you to go for this specific shoe or this specific lead is really good and you can make money, and then you just pay monthly for it. So you'll pay like $30 a month, and they'll tell you, hey, go for this Jordan, and you can make $20 flipping it. And then, yeah. So you were in AK Chefs. I was in Flipseek. I really liked Flipseek. They were more of a, uh, they were more of a, like, not a sneaker group. They were more of a retail botting group. And that's kind of where I found a lot of my success. I'm not in there anymore. Uh, I think the group kind of dried up a little bit. I still like a lot of the staff in Flipseek. They really helped me out, get my start. What groups? Raspy says, what groups are you in? Uh, were you in? So yeah, I was in Flipseek. I was in. It was like I don't even want to say the name, but it was Fruitful Flips. That group was. I really didn't like it. It was like you pay $40 a month, and it didn't even make me $40 back a month. Which, like, if you guys are familiar with cook groups, usually like hand over fist, they pay for their membership. Uh, did you cook the eSpace sale? So I didn't cook last eSpace sale. Well, I guess technically I did. I ordered like $500 worth of stuff. Uh, oh, I think my headset just died. So can you guys hear me in the chat? Can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me, or Raspy. But yeah, so did I cook the eSpace sale? I ordered like $500 worth of items, nothing crazy. But the prior, oh, we can still hear you. Thank you, Raspy. I appreciate that. But the prior sales, I did really well. What are your plans for 2020? Knight says, what are your plans for 2023? So my plans, I'm still on the journey to hit 100K sales month. I really just want to be able to hit consistent 100K sales months, make six figures doing OA, and really like after that, like I've been playing around with the idea of like making a group and then really just helping people get out of that, like they're stuck at like 2 to 5K range, like a month net. Because I think that's where most people are, and not in like a oh, I want to like sell a course and like farm people and things like that. Like I guess farm people sounds really bad, but I'm saying like a how most of the other like social media group people do it. They drop the course and they're like, hey, there's this $2,000 mentorship and things like that. Um, I don't necessarily want to do something like that, but something where it's like sort of like these nightly lives where people can just come and they can talk about OA. We can talk together, things like that, and like share strategies, help each other make money. Really just like help people get to 10K net a month. I did that last month, but I'm not. I wouldn't say that's like I'm gonna be able to do that consistently just because I did it 1 month. But yeah, like I think helping out people is really, and doing more of social media is really what I want to do in 2023. I do love running the Amazon business, and I want to keep on doing that. But that's just sort of where my head's at. Just do more social media, help other people out, provide value without like being like, oh, here's my $600 course, take the course or whatever. Raspy, do you think you will ever apply for a loan? Yeah, so far the loans that I've gotten, they're like 13% APR a year, which is like not the best. But if there was a loan like that was like say 6% APR, yeah, I'd probably take that in a heartbeat. Just because it's so like you flip your money once a month, and you can pretty much pay off the loan just in 1 month if you do it right in this business and you like know how to read Keepa. So I think it would be stupid for me to not take a loan if I was offered one at that low APR. It's just I don't really like leveraging debt, and maybe I know that's a kind of a limiting mindset of mine, but I'd rather run a more lean business where I don't have to worry about paying off my credit card every month and things like that, and just like keep a lot of like really just focus on profitability and not over leverage myself like a lot of other people do. I feel like that's kind of a pitfall too, just in general. Do you source dicks? Yes. So on the weekends, dicks you can actually stack a few codes, and I buy cleats and things like that from dicks pretty regularly. Um, yeah, I mean dicks is just a great source in general. Um, they have like all of their sports gear. I mean, various like Nike shoes. Dick's is an awesome source. The only problem with them is they cancel, but I don't know if they. I've heard of people getting hard banned from Dicks.com, but I don't know if they like just completely cancel you because I've ordered like say in a day I'll order like it's not like a typical day or anything like that, but I've ordered like $7,000 in a day from Dick's, and they canceled like half of my order, and I don't know if that's because it was out of stock or they were like, oh, this guy's a reseller and try to like limit me. Knight says, how big of a loan, like 80K? Do you mean like how big? So far, I've only been offered like $25,000 loans. Nothing crazy, nothing like that. But my thing is just the APR. Like if the APR like 13's a bit high, if the APR was like 6, like we're taking it because that's like insane. That's pretty much free money if you compound your money right. To use Raspy says, do you use a catch-all in your business? Yes, 100%. If you guys don't already have a catch-all, I would highly suggest checking out E-Man's video. I can link it in the chat for the future viewers and for the people right now. So let me just pull it up. E-Man has a great video. Like I thought about making a video about a catch-all, but E-Man's video is just so good. I just always refer people to that video. So I'll just put it in the chat really quick. So yeah, E-Man's video is pretty good. Hopefully that showed up in the chat. There we go. I'll just put that on screen if you guys want to pause it and type it in. If you guys can't like hit the chat like later on when you're viewing this. So if you guys need to get a catch-all, you can just pause the video and then bam, type in this or just like copy the link. Awesome video by E-Man. He explains it step by step on how to get a catch-all. But for the people that don't know what it's used for, so say Dick's Sporting Goods, you can get a 10% sign up when you insert your email into their email sign up thing, right? So that allows you to get 10% back, or my bad, 10% discount when you're checking out. So say you're checking out like a $100 pair of shoes, right? And then they send you this 10% discount code to your email. What a catch-all allows you to do is get that 10% discount every single time you check out. So all you're doing is basically inserting a different email to sign up every single time on a site, and then you get these coupon codes in your email, and you'll have like say you insert a bunch of different emails, you'll have like say 5, 10, right? And then in your inbox, you have all these different codes that when you go and check out on Dick's Sporting Goods, you're just looping 10% off code. So now any $100 shoe you find, you're gonna get for $90. So it really helps you increase your margins. So getting a catch-all is really important. And if that was all confusing, just like watch E-Man's video. It's absolutely amazing. What does this say? Raspy says, "Do you ever ask support why you get cancels?" So sometimes certain sites will just email you. I have called. I don't know what that is in the chat. I don't know if I can delete that. Block user. that is definitely some type of spam account. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm not gonna put that on the screen. Yeah, maybe we can block user. An error occurred. Yeah, okay. Gosh, I'm like completely thrown out. No, it's deleted. Thank you, Raspy. I don't know what's up with that. The bots are going crazy. But yeah, so I've called up support before and told them like, hey, like I'm trying to order this stuff for like my family and whatnot. Not like necessarily lie, but like just being or like I've called up before and been like, hey, like why are my orders getting canceled? A lot of the times they're like, we don't know. I've had a few times where I felt like it helped, but I don't know if they actually did anything. Like I called up specifically Nike one time and I was like, hey, like why is my stuff getting um like why am I not able to check out? Like they were pretty much it's called rate limiting me, and like I couldn't even check out on the site. And I was like, I'm just trying to check out. Like I literally ordered 2 pairs of shoes that day on their website, and I was like, hey, like I can't even check out. And then the rep told me like wait a day. I don't know if she actually did anything to like help out my account, but the next day my account was completely fine. So I'm saying it's not a bad idea to call them, but uh, yeah, like and sometimes too, you got to check your email because sometimes they'll be like, hey, like was this order fraud, this and that, especially if you're ordering like mass quantity uh, on an item, right? So you want to know, like you want to respond to their email and be like, hey, like this isn't fraud, this and that, right? And tell them that you did place this order and it will actually go through. Sometimes that happens. I've had one site where like they were like, oh, you have to call like to make sure the order goes through, which was really weird. Um, do you have multiple accounts or just one? For each website. Yeah, I was about to say, what exactly do you mean by that? Yeah, so it just depends on the website. So recently, for whatever reason, Walmart's actually been limit like they've been limiting the amount of product I can buy in a day. So I don't know why, but on one of my Walmart accounts, I can only order like $1,000 a day on it. So I was like, what if I just made a second Walmart account um, with all of my info and everything like the same, and see what happens with that account. And that account, I can order like 4 grand a day, which is really weird. So like honestly, like I'm like whatever it takes to get more product on certain sites. Like yeah, I'll make multiple accounts. But most sites you don't really have to deal with that. Like Walgreens, I have like 3 accounts, just because the codes, like some of the codes, they'll only let you use sometimes. Like say you used a save 20 code on Walgreens, they'll only let you do that like one time. So it's really beneficial to have 2 accounts because if they don't let you use that same 20% off code and then you're stuck with like the 10% off codes, like you don't want that. Like you want to use the 20% off code. So I'll have a second account just for that. Um, Hopefully that answers your question, Knight. But like really like by any means, by any means, we gotta get the product pretty much. And we make we make more accounts. I actually do use a set of some people use a VPN. I buy a set of proxies and I just like it's kind of a complicated process, but really all you need is like a VPN. And like say one site's blocking you, right? You can go on the VPN and start ordering because it looks like you're from a different location. Because I know some websites they'll pretty much like soft ban or ban your IP. So like say you're ordering a lot from I don't know, say East Bay or whatever it is, right? And they're like, oh, you can only get 10 shoes here. Well, if you go on a VPN, then you can order another 10 shoes because it looks like it's a whole different person on a at a different location. Hopefully that helps. Let me see. You have Keepa guides up, right? Heard you guys talking about that in the live earlier today. Keepa guides upright. So I have prior YouTube videos about Keepa. I don't have a guide yet. I've just been really busy with Q4. No, I'm not gonna try to make an excuse or anything like that. But yeah, I would really like to come out with like some type of like full flush guide that's just free and open to the public for people on how to read Keepa. I mean, maybe I would do a paid thing. I'm really not too sure yet, but I have a lot of free YouTube videos that explain Keepa pretty well. I know Joji, like I was watching some of. I know you were here for yesterday's live. Joji has a lot of really good, like in-depth info on how to read Keepa. I'm really surprised on like Joji's a hidden gem. Like he knows a good bit about Keepa too. So if you just watch all of his videos, you watch all of my videos and Seth's, I mean, you're going to be pretty good with Keepa. Really dive deep into the offers tab. The offers tab is everything. My opinion, it's amazing. But yeah, we're already at like the 31-minute mark. So just to kind of wrap it up, to explain and I love answering you guys' questions. I really appreciate everybody for showing up, and for the 6 people that are watching live right now, I really appreciate it. But the very last part of like how I was actually able to get to 65K sales months, the main component was networking. There was a few other things, reading Keepa, and then networking, and just a few ways that, for the people watching right now and in the future, right? Thank you. Awesome stream. Thank you, Raspy. So just like a few things, some things that you can implement today on getting your network better. So what I did was I would do free calls. So I had an Instagram, and now I don't do free calls anymore, but I would do free calls, like free 30-minute calls with other sellers, and say like I'd message them on Instagram, comment on their post, and say, hey, could like we source together, things like that. And sometimes I would just source with random other IG sellers until I eventually kind of found my group of people to talk to. Another thing that I would do, so I had the free calls, and that's actually how I met, like out of the 8 people that I talk to daily right now, I met like 4 or 5 of them through the free calls. So that was the vast majority of them. Another way that I met other sellers was I was in a paid cook group, and yeah, that was an insanely good way to find other people that were serious about this business, because like if they're paying for a cook group, where like if they're in a group and they're paying, they're probably pretty serious about trying to get good at selling on Amazon. So those people in the group are like a really great resource of other people to reach out to. So that comment on people's posts, that really helps out, because if they see you consistently showing up like Raspy does, Raspy shows up like every night. I want to do a live with Raspy. Like he's here all the time. I'd love to talk with him on camera, things like that. Just by yourself. But yeah, so I love to talk on camera with other sellers, things like that. But yeah, like just showing up, like being in the community, commenting on other people's posts. I don't Raspy, no, you have to today. Walmart, DM here. I don't know. Do you? Here, I'll do you? If you have me on Instagram, here I'll put in my Instagram. DM me on Instagram, and I will give you a profitable lead. You need to sell on Amazon tonight. I can't believe you don't sell it. Not 18. Oh no. I don't know if you could go through your parents. Check. Yeah, I remember that. I remember this conversation. Oh no. I have tons of leads. I bet. Oh man. Well, there's my Instagram. If you need anything or have a question, you can message me on Instagram. I know you could go. Well, Checkmate already addressed the whole question, so I'm not going to go over it too much. What is this? Knight says def need to network 25k in sales each month the last 3 months, but I feel stuck at this range. Lol. Yeah, so that's the thing, is like it could be a combination of factors, Knight. So one, you're not getting enough leads. That could be it. Two, you're just not you're either not tracking your spend, or um, really, you're either not tracking your spend, or you're not buying items that actually like sell out in time. Another thing too is like maybe you do all of your prep and you literally can't like you don't have enough time to prep more items, which in that instance you'd have to have a prep center. I'm not saying like things that you have to do, but I'm just letting you know those are like the three common bottlenecks I see people have. It's either they don't track their spend and they don't know like if you don't track your spend, you don't know how you're gonna do next month. So that's one thing. Another thing is not getting enough leads. So I think that's probably your problem because that's what you said here. You definitely need a network. So not getting enough leads is a really common one. And to improve that, it's really just network with other sellers. I do all of my own prep. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it do be like that, especially if you have really low ASP items. It's gonna be hard. Um, like even like right now, I'm doing a lot of low dollar items. I'm usually used to really high value items, say $200 plus shoes. I think with that, you could do all of your own prep and still hit those high numbers. But really, to scale, you need a prep center. And yeah, I mean, uh, 20, what is it? Oh, okay. 80% RA, 20% OA. Yeah, that's the thing is to scale RA, it's insanely hard. Like it's just it's just really difficult. We talked about this on yesterday's live on Checkmate's YouTube channel. But yeah, scaling RA is insanely difficult, 20% OA. So I mean really just like honestly, you could just double what you're doing now, just getting better at OA. And then I don't know if capital is an issue, but you could just do OA to prep with what you currently do, and you'll get to 50K plus months. But yeah, I okay, a little bit longer than expected, but I definitely gotta go soon. But the last point is really just like you message other sellers, you go where other sellers that are serious are, like lives is great. Like if you guys want to improve your network, Knight and Raspy could talk to each other, or whoever shows up, or whoever you see consistently shows up, just start DMing each other and then source together. It's really that simple. But yeah, really just the network piece is the main important part that I see most people missing. Thank you everybody for showing up to the live. I really appreciate it. DM me. If you send me your IG link, I can. Oh yeah, there you go. Didn't laugh more. You guys can DM me. Yeah. You guys. Yeah, right here we got like a whole group. Knight, Raspy, Flashpoint. I don't know. This guy just shows up. Let me see. Yo, can someone source with me sometime? I'm new. Exactly. Yeah, Henrique. Thought we got a whole squad right here. This is beautiful. We got. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna leave the live up for a second so you guys can exchange. Dude, everybody's wilding out right now. Um, I have I have like a server for like subscribers, but I don't really post in here. All of you can join this one if you want, and then you guys can message each other on Discord, just in like the main chat, and then add each other, or just add each other on the live. I'll leave it up for a second because this is just beautiful. Like everybody, you're just like dropping the Discord names. Everybody's networking. This is awesome. Connecting to Flashpoint. Let's go. Laugh. Dude, this is awesome. Yeah. In the welcome, I'll wave to you guys. So in the welcome section of the Discord link that I posted, dude, everybody, 40 minutes in, everybody's showing up. I'm in for sourcing. Event Horizon. I don't know if your name is based off the movie, but I love that movie. That's like my favorite movie. It's such a weird movie. Get in voice chat. Everybody, this is wild. All right, I will see everybody in the voice chat. I want to give everybody like a minute to. This is crazy. I want to give everybody a minute to add each other on Discord and join. I'll post the link. Join this Discord server. for the people watching later on, join this Discord server, message the other people that joined the server, and make some cash. Raspy knows what's up. Make some cash. Bro, I'm starting now on Online Arbitrage. Do you think the Black Friday period is good to buy Yes, right now there's a lot of opportunity with these Black Friday sales. Yesterday was Kohl's. There's Walmart's having some crazy Black Friday deals. I mean, really just like every retailer, Target, I mean, really just all the retailers are having insane Black Friday deals. But yeah, I have to end the live now. If you haven't already, I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to end this live. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, you can pause right here, type it in your computer, join the Discord, jump in the voice chat. I want you guys to all eat, make some money doing OA, and have a great day, guys. All right, bye bye.